Yo, what's up and what's good to all my amazing and beautiful friends, subscribers, and folks clicking on this video right now. It's your boy, Adam P, and welcome to the Adam Petway Show. If you are a return viewer, look, thank you for the support. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everything that you do. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, whether you saw this on social media or you just randomly clicked on it, look, just bear with me for a few minutes. If you like what I do, like, comment, and subscribe. Look, if you decide to subscribe, click the bell icon. That way you're notified of when I drop my stuff. Because if you just subscribe, that's cool, but you won't see when I upload stuff. So you gotta click the bell and be notified of when I drop my videos. So please, please do that for me.
Do it! Just do it!
But that's out of the way. Look, today, you guys, you read the title correct. We are doing something a little different today. We are doing a Q&A because I noticed that a lot of people were wondering, one, what my channel was all about. Two, who am I? Because besides my friends that do subscribe to me, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to learn a little bit more about me and what's going on. So what I did was I put a poll on Instagram, right? And the poll was to ask me some questions, whether they be personal or anything like that. And the response was overwhelming. I got a lot more questions than I thought, so I had to write them bad boys down. And if I did not get to your question, I do apologize. I am gonna be doing a part 2 of this. So be looking for another question poll up, but because I got so many and I didn't want this video to be super duper long, I decided to cut it down to 8 questions that I thought would be good to fit in on today's video. So look, it's Q&A with Adam P. Let's get it. Had to get some water before I started this. Dasani water, people. Some people say it tastes like a whole bunch of nickel water. I say it just tastes like water to me. But to get started on our first question, this one is really fun. It says, who is your favorite DC and Marvel superhero? So shout out to my homeboy who asked me this question. He knows who he is. This one was tough because I'm more of a villain when it comes to DC and Marvel. I like them a lot better. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick 2 for each. So for DC, it would be Batman and Martian Manhunter. Why? I mean, who doesn't love Batman? I mean, The Dark Knight is hands down one of my favorite movies, and I've always really liked Batman, especially in the comics, because I really like his intelligence and his detective skills. And Martian Manhunter, growing up, I thought Martian Manhunter was super cool because he was like the first superhero besides, I guess, Superman, who I saw that had a whole bunch of different powers like shape-shifting and flying and, all this other cool stuff. So I always loved those 2. Marvel would be Wolverine and Deadpool because obviously, one, Wolverine has always, he's my favorite X-Men just because of story-wise, every iteration of Wolverine they kill, like, it's great. And if you watch the last movie, Logan, incredible as well. And Deadpool, I mean, how could you not like Deadpool? Come on, he's super funny. I love characters that break the fourth wall. And when you watch his movies, it's just gonna be super fun. It's gonna be a good time. So I'm excited to see if they are gonna make another movie. They should, I'm pretty sure. So Deadpool 3, I'm waiting for that. Also, comment below who's your favorite DC and Marvel superhero. Who would you pick? Those were my picks. So comment below what yours would be. All right, on to the next question. All right, we are on to our next question, and it is, what is your favorite anime out right now? Now, for those of you who are first-time viewers, I cover a lot of anime content on this channel just because I love anime. So this one was really fun to look over, and I would say there are 2 anime out right now that I would say I have really loved watching, and I've rewatched them both actually, and I'm all caught up, but it's My Hero Academy and Demon Slayer. If you watch both of those, you already know why I'm hype on those. The fights, incredible. Animation, incredible. Storyline, great, man. I'm super excited for the next season of both of those. So comment below, what anime are you watching right now that's super duper fire that you really, really like? Also, I would be remiss if I didn't throw this in, but I'm always watching One Piece as well. So if y'all already know, One Piece is super duper long, but I'm on that as well. Now, on to the next question. All right, so we should be on question number 3, and let me look. That is, what is one of your funniest moments from college? And looking back on that question made me reminisce on a lot of stuff. So quick backstory, I graduated from the University of Montevallo, so PV, Purple Side, to the day I die. You would have had to go there to understand that, but look, that's just a special tradition that we have there. But I really enjoyed my time at Montevallo and just college in general. But I've had a lot of funny moments, but one that sticks out to me the most was an incident that happened with my roommate and best friend Robin and my other best friend Jim, right? So I had gone to dinner and I came back to the room and they were both in there. And I walked in and they were laughing and giggling and stuff like that. And I was like, why are they laughing? And I looked around and I didn't notice anything different until I went to go put my shoes on, and I noticed that I could not find any of my shoes. Now, we lived in a really small dorm room, so it wasn't like super duper big. So I started looking in my closet and stuff like that, and I was like, where did y'all hide my shoes? So I ended up finding them like spread it out, like one was in the refrigerator and then one was like outside of the room, and I was like, oh, like, and I started to get frustrated because I was like, I got somewhere to go. Wait, why y'all boys hiding my shoes, right? So then I started going crazy. Now, granted, I'm not like an angry person, so I wasn't finna hurt nobody, but it was just like, where are my shoes, bucko? So, not knowing, Jim was the one that was hiding the shoe, that had hid the shoes, so Robin didn't do nothing. He just wasn't saying anything. So I was even more hurt because I was like, you my homie, you supposed to tell me what my shoes are. So what does any reasonable person do in a situation like that? I open up the window. We live on the highest floor, the 3rd level, so that's the highest level of our dorm. And I open up the window and I'm like, if you don't tell me what I want to know, I'm gonna start throwing your stuff out the window. So like he was like, man, I don't know, but I knew he knew because he was in the room, so he had to know. So bro, I just started grabbing random stuff from his side of the room and started chucking it out the window. Like, he had some lotion, grabbed it, chucked it. But he had some shoes, chucked them out the window. I was like, tell me where the shoes are. Tell me where the shoes are. So he was still not telling me. And my friend Jim was like, hey man, why you throwing this stuff out the window? I was like, I'm gonna keep throwing stuff out the window until my questions are answered, right? So long story short, Jim ended up telling me that he was the one that hid all my shoes and stuff like that. And my boy Robin was a little hurt because I threw his stuff out of the window. Yeah, I guess rightfully so. But so we had to make up on that end. So I had to let him kick me in the balls to make up for that. So I was like, man, I'm sorry, bro. He was like, man, sorry, ain't gonna do it. You threw my stuff out the window. So I was like, man, I guess would it make you feel better if you kicked me in the balls? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, no, man. But needless to say, I ended up getting kicked in the balls on that one. So, and then waddled out of the room in pain. But long story short, don't throw your roommate's stuff out of the window until you know who actually hid your stuff. But that's one of the funniest moments from college. Look, if you had some crazy moments, comment them below. Now, on to the next question. All right, boom, we are on question number 4. We are halfway there, you all. And this question, pretty simple. What is one of the most valuable, well, let me see. What is the most valuable piece of jewelry you have? So looking back, I'm not one of those people that has like a lot of chains and necklaces. I mean, I have this chain, but it ain't really worth nothing. So I had to look back, and I guess what I would consider very valuable to me would be this, see if I can get the camera to focus on it. It would be this Movado watch. Not because it's like super expensive or anything, but it's just the story behind it is pretty simple. My mom gave this to me for my birthday, and it's super special because I think it was her way of, it's like my man gift. So quick backstory, my mom raised me, single mother, doing a great job, you know, so shout out to all the single moms out there. But she gave me this and she told me that, you know, every man needs to have a watch, you know, and I've always kind of stood behind that. I don't wear it as much, but I do rock it as much as I can. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces of jewelry just because of that. I've also gotten a lot of stuff that some special people have given me too, but this is just really valuable to me. And also I will, you know, just wait for it. I got some special stuff I'm gonna be talking to you guys about in another video concerning watches, possibly. So on to the next question. All right, so question number 5 was super duper fun to think of, and I've had this conversation with multiple people. They asked, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? So anytime I have a conversation with somebody like that, I always like to ask people when I'm first meeting them or I'm trying to get to know people, I'll always ask that to kind of break the ice. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Because then people get to think about a lot of stuff. So besides people who be like, man, I just want to fly, I'm like, out of all the powers in the world, you just want to fly, man. You could just, you know, you could just go southwest if you want to fly somewhere. But I get why people like flying, so I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I like to think about that in depth. So I would say if I could have 2 superpowers, they would be telekinesis, so the ability to move stuff with my mind. I always liked that because I thought that'd be super dope. A lot of characters that I really like in anime and in comic books can move things with their mind. I always thought that was super dope. And the ability to teleport, I guess. And I say that just because, I mean, why wouldn't you like to teleport? I mean, you can get anywhere you want to go instantaneously. If you've ever seen the movie Jumper, right, that's the first movie I watched where a dude could literally teleport, and I used to think that was so cool. He was robbing banks, you know, spoiler alert if you hadn't watched it, but that movie's super old. But I was like, dang. And shout out to Samuel L. Jackson was in that movie holding it down as the villain. But yeah, telekinesis and teleportation, those would be my 2 superpowers. What superpower would you pick? Like I said on the other questions, comment below on all these questions. Comment your answers below. I would definitely like to know what the same thing, like what y'all are, these Q&As that the questions that I'm answering, I'm asking you guys as well. So answer those in the comments for me. Now, we winding it down. Let's go to the next question. All right, so my next question was, how often do you work out? So for those of you who don't know, I do work out. I would call myself, I guess, a workout enthusiast. Now, I'm not like super duper swole or nothing. I'm not like All Might or The Rock or like some super swole person, but I do work out a lot. It's something that's been really important to me these last few years that I've taken seriously. So to just keep it simple, I guess I could say I work out 5 to 6 days a week. So Monday through Friday, or normally Monday through Saturday, depending on how I can get it in with work. I try to be as consistent as I can, but y'all know with the virus and stuff going around, I've been doing a lot of at-home workout, but nothing really beats the gym. But I mean, if you want more specifics about like how I break down my workouts day by day, I'm more than happy to tell you all that. But you mean, I can do that on another video. But if you want to know more about that, follow me on my social medias. Look, you should be following me anyways, but follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below. It would definitely mean a lot, and it'll give you a chance to keep up on what I got going on. So look, that's it, 5 to 6 times a week. So if y'all want any advice, let me know. I am free to help. So we winding it down. 2 more questions left. Look, let's get to this next question. All right, you guys, we are down to our final 2 questions. But no, on a more serious note, these last 2 questions, unintentionally, they kind of are interwoven together, which are super duper dope because I like these last 2 questions, and I think they'll be a dope way to kind of finish the video off. So this question number 7, why did you start your YouTube channel? So, where to start on that? I get asked this question a lot. So why did I start? How do I start? What equipment do I need? And different things like that. So by no means am I like a YouTube master or anything like that. I'm just your regular guy trying to make it. What I will say, jump on the train before it takes off. Look, you guys, I'm trying to do some big stuff, and I need and I want you guys support. So please be a part of it, you know, because I want the people that come up with me and be like, you know, we done made it out the mud, bruh, because that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do it big, and we're gonna make it big. So please subscribe to the channel. But one of the reasons I start, well, I'm gonna give you the 2-3 reasons I started, right? So the first one, and this is not to shift the tone of the video, but I think it just needs to be stated. After college, I found myself in a very bad state mentally, with anxiety and depressive thoughts and just a whole bunch of different things. How I felt about myself, and, you know, really wanting to do more and be better, but just not knowing how. So one of the things I thought to myself was like, how can I push myself out of that? How can I force myself to kind of combat those feelings? And I was like, well, when you make YouTube videos, you kind of forcing yourself to put yourself out there. You know, I always was anxious about what other people thought of me, and then it made me have like this really bad self-image of myself. And, you know, I was like, well, if I make these videos, I have to put them out there and people are going to see them, you know, so I can't, you know, I just can't keep living this way, like trying to fit into this like space that was really bad for my mental health and stuff like that. So I was like, well, let me make these YouTube videos. It's been stressful. There's like, I can be honest with you guys, like when I shoot videos like this, I'll probably shoot like 100 clips just because I'll talk and it'll be something I say that like messes me up, or I start feeling insecure about some sort of stuff, or you know, I mean, for my people out there who are dealing with that sort of stuff, I mean, they understand. But I wanted to kind of force myself out of that situation. So I really thought YouTube would help with that, and it has. You know, I've definitely grown from this, and it has been great. You know, so that was one of the reasons. The other reason was I thought I was funny, and I thought I had something that was worth talking about. You know, honestly, I think that's why a lot of people start YouTube, because they think that they have something to talk about. And I'm just gonna throw this out there. I wouldn't be mad if I got famous and got paid to make these sort of videos. So like, you know, why not give it a shot? So that's one of the other reasons. I was like, you know, it'll be dope to create content for people to see and just have fun. Like, you know, I think one of the main things in life you want to do is find something that you love doing, have fun doing it, and just work on bettering yourself. And I was like, YouTube seems like it'll be a fun way to kind of integrate all of that sort of stuff, because I really like talking about anime. I like doing vlogs. I like traveling and all that other stuff. So and that's a lot of stuff I plan to do once all this quarantine stuff is over with. That's one of the plans. So that's really my reason for starting my YouTube channel. Look, if y'all have any questions about how to start, or like different things like that, or what equipment do I use, look, hit me up on my social media, comment below. I'm willing to answer any questions y'all want to know about editing and different things like that. I'm definitely down. But we are getting to our last question. Let's get it. All right, you guys, we are on our final question. And look, if you stuck with me this far, if you made it to the end, look, I want to say thank you so very much. So I won't keep you guys waiting. The final question is, drum roll please, boom, what are your goals for this year? So for one thing, thank you for asking me that question, but what are my goals for this year? So what I try to do what I did differently this year than I've done on other years is I made a list of things that I wanted to do, and sort of a vision board kind of fashion, but I've never really set goals for myself. You know, I've said, you know, I want to do this or do that, but really until you write stuff down, it doesn't become, you know, you're not putting that out into the universe. So I'm a definite advocate for writing down what you want to do. Saying it is cool, but write down all the goals that you want. But so what were some of the goals I had for this year, right? I won't name all of them because it'll take a little bit of time, but I tried to break it down to a few of them. And the spread of this virus has definitely kind of weighed down on some of them. But okay, one of them that I'm pretty proud of, well, that I am proud of, is posting more videos to YouTube. So shout out to you guys for watching. That was one of my goals, to be more consistent posting. 2, hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So my birthday is December the 3rd. So, you know, I'm just saying, if y'all want to help your boy out and get to 1,000, that was something I was trying to do. Well, that's something I am going to do. So the goal is to get to 1,000. Last time I checked, I was at 130 subscribers. So for all the 130 subscribers, thank you. Look, your support means everything to me, and I definitely appreciate you all. So the goal for that goal is to make it to 1K by the end of the year. If we can go above that, hey, look, it could happen. It could happen. But, you know, that's one. My third goal is to travel more. So for my birthday, I was planning a trip to either Vegas or San Diego. Both of those places I've been to both of them, but not as an adult. Well, I went to San Diego a couple months ago, but it was for work. But I want to do more like some just fun stuff to do. So San Diego and Las Vegas are one of my choices. It's a couple of other places I do want to go as well, but you know, we gotta wait until it's really safe to travel, because I mean, it's cool to go travel, but you know, you don't want to die. So you know, it's not worth it. But you know, we're holding out hope on that end. And one of my final goals, it was more of a personal one, is to work on myself mentally, trying to talk with people and just get to know myself better, understand myself, and really take that time to do health assessment, man. Because what I've noticed, and not just myself, but with some friends and just people out there, a lot of us are going through a lot of stuff that we either feel like we can't talk about, we feel like it doesn't matter, we feel like, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm here to tell you, look, if no one's listening, if you feel like no one's listening, look, I'm listening to you. If you want to talk to me about anything, hit me up, text me. You know, I'm here to talk. I'm here to eat. Just listen if you need me to. But for me, I wanted to take this time too to just kind of focus on bettering myself as a person. And I will say that that's definitely has happened. And that's, I will say, one of the great things about the quarantine is it kind of put me in a position where I kind of had to do that sort of stuff as well, which I think is super duper important. But look, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everything that you do. If you like what you just saw, if you enjoy what I did, because there will be another Q&A coming up. So like I said before, throw some questions in the comments if you want to, but I will be posting some stuff to my social media. Look, you can follow me on Facebook, which is Adam Clayton. You can follow me on Instagram, which is Adam_Clayton93. TikTok, the same, Adam_93. And my Snapchat is apet93. And those links will be in the description below. Look, thank you for all that you do. I hope that you have peace, positive vibes, and many blessings your way. Peace.